Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Q, back at it again with another video. It's our first video of 2024. Woo! I hope you guys are well, and I just wanted us to talk for a little bit, just talk about the new year's resolutions. So in this video I want us to kind of discuss the way that we're gonna go forward with our resolutions. Like, I want you guys to be people that make goals that will last, and not just the New Year's resolution thing that just passes away, and then by February you've forgotten all about your goals, you've forgotten all about like that drive that you had when the year started. So that's not what we're gonna be doing here. What we're gonna be doing here is basically just like making plans that will last. I want you to look back at this moment when it comes to December 31st 2024, and we'll all just look back and think, hey, these resolutions lasted, so how are we gonna do with that? Let's just get into it. So the first step to setting intentional goals is to be creative, and by this I mean don't limit yourself to what you think can be achievable or what you think you can achieve. This is no room for low self-esteem. This is no room for small goals and a small mind. You need to go big, be very, very creative. Allow yourself to dream. If you want to see yourself in Dubai, that's what you want to see yourself. No one's going to stop you. This is your mind. This is your imagination. You're the one imagining things. So you need to really dream in every aspect of your life. Think about your career. Think about your academics. Think about everything, man. Like your cars, finances, family, relationships, everything. Just go as far as you can and dream big, because that's like, that's the bulk of where you'll be streamlining your dreams from. So you need to first envision the changes that you want to make, the things that you want to change before you actually make them, because if you don't see yourself doing this thing, you're never ever gonna do it. And then the next step that we're gonna do is to be strategic. So in as much as we want to be creative and go everywhere we want to be, you can't get to Dubai without money. You can't get to Dubai without going on a plane first. So you need to be strategic and think, okay, this is how much I earn every year. Okay, I'm going to Dubai by July. We're just making an example. So for me to be strategic, I need to think, how much do I earn? How much can I save? What do I need to get rid of? All those things. Like, I need to save this much per week. I need to save this much per month. I need to buy my ticket by May, for example. I need to do this and that, So you need to sort of make it a plan, make it achievable. It shouldn't be just something that's just too abstract, because if it's too abstract, you're never gonna get into the nitty-gritties of what you need to do to get into your dream. And then on top of that, you need to be realistic. By realistic, I don't mean that your dream is too absurd. I mean set realistic goals, set things that you're gonna achieve. I can't just say tomorrow I'm gonna get up and go to Dubai when I know that I don't have the money to, when I know that I haven't planned for it. Even if I had the money to, I haven't planned, I don't have an itinerary for it. I'm just not being realistic with it. By realistic, I mean it should be stuff that you can do, stuff that is within your power, within your reach. Break it down into, even if it's not within your power as a large thing, it needs to be broken down to very realistic things that you can solve even right now. Even in 5 minutes, you can stand up and do it. If you can't do it in 5 minutes, you can do it in a week, in a day, and so on and so forth. You need to realize why you're doing it. Why do I want to go to Dubai so much? I'm using the example, by the way. I'm not saying I want to go to Dubai, but if you can sponsor me, then go right ahead. Anyway, so you need to understand why you're doing it and why will motivate you to continue doing it even when you forgot it. You need to sort of record this and remind yourself why you're doing this. You're not just setting this goal for the sake of setting this goal. You want to go to Dubai because you deserve a holiday, you've been working so hard, it's just something that you've always wanted to do, or you want to start a business there or something. There needs to be a reason behind it. You can't just do it all willy-nilly. If you want to lose weight, for example, I want to lose 5 kg, you need to know why you're doing it. Is it for health reasons? Is it just to feel good? Is it just to look good? Is it for health related reasons? Anything, you want to fit into your wedding dress, whatever. goals you're making, there needs to be a reason behind it, because that reason behind it is your motivation. That's the fuel you will need along the way to drive you towards the goal that you want to make. Once you've done all these things, you need to commit to the goal that you're making. You need to commit and discipline yourself. So if you say you want to go to Dubai and you say you want to save money and buy a ticket by May, then you need to commit to that. Don't then, if someone comes by and they say, let's go buy a trampoline, for example, you're taking your Dubai money and putting it towards the trampoline. Or you start making plans for July that are not Dubai related, you're not committed to it. Or you just completely forget about it and just start doing other things. That's not being committed to your goal. That's not being disciplined towards your goal. So you need that discipline, you know, like you need to tell yourself, if it means waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning to go for a jog and you want to lose that 5 kg stat, then you need to wake up. Don't set the snooze button and keep pressing snooze. You need to commit. You need to change your diet. You need to just do things that are gonna make your dream a reality. We're trying to make our dreams into goals, and then the goals can become a reality. So that calls for commitment, that calls for persistence, that calls for discipline. So you need to teach yourself how to be disciplined and follow what you want to do. Once you meet that goal or you meet that deadline, you need to reward yourself as a booster. Tell yourself that, okay, if I lose 2 kg, I'm on my way to 5 kg, right? If I lose 2 kg, like I'm halfway there, 2.5 kilograms, I'm halfway there, I'll buy myself new jeans in my new size that I'm dropping into, you know. You're trying to like activate the dopamine in your head, like towards, so that you're training your brain to like, okay, once I meet this, I'm gonna do this. And it's not for every goal. You don't really necessarily have to do it for every little goal, but like you need to do it at some point so that you know that, okay, like I'm rewarding myself and I'm pushing myself to push even further. So for any goal, for any project, there's always monitoring and evaluation. You need to monitor whether you're moving forward, and you need to evaluate whether what you're doing is working. You definitely need to evaluate yourself. You definitely need to see if what you're doing is working, and you definitely need to fix. Don't be afraid to fix what needs to be fixed. Don't be afraid to be wrong, and you need to like make the necessary changes and make sure that you're moving forward and not taking 5 steps forward and 10 steps back. So something that's really been helping me with my goals is this 12-week planner. I'll put the link down below. Basically, you break down your goals into what they are, and you have to edit the PDF and write down what it is you want to do, why you want to do it in detail, and then you do a week by week detailed plan and go into each week day by day, and just plan out what you want to do and achieve within the 12-week time limit. Pray about it. I don't care what anyone says, I'm gonna pray about it. If I do anything, I'm gonna pray about it. It doesn't matter how trivial it is, but you know, Christ is the one who strengthens me, you know, from the inside out. So like if you don't pray about it, you're literally depending on yourself, the same self that's been failing all the while. So I'd encourage you, this is from a Christian perspective, mind you, so I'd encourage you to pray about it. It doesn't matter how big or how small you think the goal is. If you see that, okay, this week I want to get this achieved, just pray, oh Lord, I want to do this and that. Please help me wake up early in the morning, please help me do this. And it really does go a long way. I made a prayer board this year, and before I was making vision boards. Actually, I wasn't making a physical vision board. I was making digital vision board. And then I saw this thing on TikTok and on YouTube, like you know like when you're browsing through, and what I found out was there's a difference between a vision board and a prayer board. And I'm a prayer warrior. It sounds weird saying it like that, but I'm a person who prays, you know. I pray every day. Everyone's a prayer warrior. If you can pray, you're a prayer warrior. Anyway, so I discovered that there's a difference, and when you make a vision board, you're depending literally on yourself to do these things. And when the things get done, you're gonna pat yourself on the back and be like, I did that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like when you make it a prayer board, you're creating this, it's more of creating a habit. That's the word. you're making it a habit. All these things that you're doing, you're making it a habit, and you're collectively reminding yourself and strengthening yourself spiritually to do these physical things, you know. So Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 to 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. So I don't want to do something that's like my own understanding, because I have very little understanding of many things. But if I trust in the Lord with all my heart, that's what the whole prayer board thing is about. You know, you want to dedicate your year to the Lord. You want to like give him everything, you know. That's what this whole thing is about. So I prayed about it first of all. So I prayed about the prayer board and the prayer points that I wanted, and these are things that I've been praying about even before the year started. They're already on my prayer journal, so I'll be transferring these prayer points into the little categories, and once I make the categories, I'll just put them into little envelopes like you'll see me doing, and then pray about them the whole year. And then what I want, like I said, we need to evaluate ourselves. We need to see if what we're doing is working. So I have a large envelope, larger than the prayer point. So a larger envelope where the answered prayers will be going in, and I'll be looking at this on a monthly basis. So I'll look through January, what has been answered, and don't be discouraged if you don't see it happening right now. Everything is in God's time. So just keep working, keep praying, you know, and at the end of the day, you get to pat yourself in the back because you did actually achieve these things, but it was through the power of God. So I really encourage you guys to do this with me, and we'll look back at the end of the year, you know. Actually, we'll look back on the next resolution video, which is going to be next year, January, to see like if this thing was working, you know, if we're actually getting the help that we need. So yeah, man, it's my first time doing it, so I hope you guys really enjoy it, and I'll see you on the flip side. Okay guys, so these are some of the things that you'll need for your prayer board. I got a display board, some small envelopes, a medium-sized envelope, A5 notebook, some colored paper, some deco paper from this gift bag, a glue stick, the word prayer printed on a plain sheet of paper, some colored Koki pens, regular pen, a wall hook, some scissors, and some sellotape. So I start with the small envelopes. This is where I'll be categorizing my prayer points. As you can see up, this is a family prayer point or category, and I'm using the different colored Koki pens to write on them. And then I got these sticky notes, and I'll be sticking these on top of the envelopes so I'm writing like inspirational verses that go with the category, just to inspire me when I look at them, you know, and remind me why I'm praying. So these are some of the categories that I've picked, as you can see. Yeah, so then after that, I proceeded to write on the answered prayers envelope, which is a bigger envelope, and then I took the small notebook and I was writing each individual prayer point on a single sheet of paper, and then transferring it from my journal, and then I folded them. So all these are going into one envelope. These are separate prayer points for one envelope. These ones are going into the family envelope, and then this is how I closed it. I didn't stick it together so that I can easily access when I want to fill in the answered prayers. So this is how it looks. And then I got some colored paper just to make it a bit more creative. So I'll be taking the colored paper and folding it in half and gluing it together so it creates a background for the envelopes, and basically just like a nice backdrop, and then lightly gluing the envelope onto the colored paper. So then this is how it turned out. And then I cut the flowers from that gift bag, and just to add a bit of pizzazz. And then this is the word prayer. So I found it a bit flimsy, so I got one of the colored papers and stuck the word prayer onto there so that it creates a cardboardy back, you know, make it more solid. And then so I'm finally assembling on the board. So the board has clips where you can
stick these on. So I just played around with it. I made it overlap. This is kind of aesthetic I was looking for. And then I laminated the word prayer with some sellotape, and I stuck it on top like that. So yeah, and then I used the wall hook to attach it to the wall, and this is how it turned out, as you can see.
Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that, and please comment down below if you guys are going to be trying this with me. I can't do this on my own. You guys need to try this with me, and we'll see if it works. You can make it into a smaller one. I just put it up here in my room because I can and it's more privacy for me, and I usually pray in my room most of the time. That's why I'm putting it here. So just comment down below what you think. What are your New Year's resolutions? What do you want to get done this year for sure? You can write it down, and then you come back when the year ends and see if you've actually achieved what you want to achieve. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy that we've crossed over into 2024, and this is literally going to be our year, you guys. It's going to be my year. I don't know about you. It's going to be my year. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.